some
right,
shit.
welcome back to All Day Sports. I'm Tim.
I'm Dallas.
I'm Carter.
I'm Dallas.
So LeBron broke the all-time scoring record.
Goat.
Give me a break, honestly.
Still hit the fadeaway. I wanted him to do the hook shot, but I didn't think he was going to.
Signature shot.
Huge week in the NBA this week. Last night, big news about Kevin. I was just,
The trade deadline's in what, 2 or 3 hours, something like that.
Remember, I woke up on my phone. I'm like, okay, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, let me get up, and all I see is trade details. Kevin Durant to the Suns. I was like, what the heck? Yeah. And then I was like, oh my gosh, he got traded at like midnight.
But over the past week, we've had some crazy deals. Kyrie to the Mavs.
I just didn't see that one coming. As much as I'm a biased Lakers fan, I wanted to see him go to LA. I just didn't think he was going to end up going anywhere.
Thank goodness he didn't, honestly.
What else? There's stuff rolling. I'll have my phone out just in case we have some other...
Live. Yeah. LeBron traded live. That'd be kind of nuts.
I know that the Blazers said that Dame's not on the block. I think they should look to trade him.
I think at some point you have to either just say, hey, we're going to go all out for you, or hey, we're going to give you to a team that's going to go all out. But
I'd like to see Dame on like the Raptors.
But the Kyrie trade was the first big trade. So go into the detail. You guys know the details of that one.
yeah, it was Dinwiddie.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
One first, two.
I thought it was 2.
It was like 2 seconds.
So Mavs fan,
Yeah.
how do you feel about that one?
I think it addressed a need that the Mavericks were desperately needing, which was a secondary ball handler and scorer, with Brunson not being there this year. And I would say he's clearly a better scorer than Brunson, and I think that's exactly what Luka needs. I think they will struggle with defense, though, not having Finney-Smith, and they'll struggle with depth. I think they'll make one more move in the next 2 hours, just to maybe... I could see him moving on from Christian Wood also.
I think a really big move for them is if they could get OG and Anunoby, get that defensive piece. I don't know how they would do it, but they're really lacking. They're really lacking defense.
But yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my god.
Like a wing defense.
You have the best, like the 2 best scoring backcourt in the league, and then you have some of the 2 worst defensive guys in the league. The Nets did it.
Don't say he's a good defender. Well, he's good.
He's not that. The Nets did a great job of covering up Kyrie's defensive liabilities surrounding him with good defenders. Yeah,
Simmons.
Yeah, I think
Ben Simmons is left alone up there now.
I think
he's not even gonna start.
I think the big question is like, how much can you get for Anunoby at this point?
probably 2 firsts.
They're asking 3 and like a young piece, I'm pretty sure, and like
They could trade like Josh Green and like 2 firsts maybe.
Where'd you guys like to see Anunoby go? Obviously, I would love to see him go to the Lakers, but there's no way we're. You know what I mean?
Let's just we'll give the Bulls 4 first-round picks and Dylan Brooks.
I think like if you went to the Suns, I mean that's such a complete team. If you went to the Suns, it'd be crazy.
I think
that roster. I was looking at their starting lineup, and it was like Chris Paul, D-Book, and then I don't know who
Durant.
Fowler.
I think
is Durant, and then Ayton. So like that team just looks great.
I think my favorite fit is the Cavs, though. I think that's like
for Okoro. Yeah,
because Okoro's been kind of mixed.
If you give him like
Okoro averages like 3 points a game.
They have like one of the best backcourts and one of the best like defensive front courts.
Anunoby can basically be what you wanted Okoro.
They're missing a small forward. That's like
that would be the most complete starting lineup.
That's exactly what he wants from Chicago too.
I just don't see him. I don't know where he would go. I thought he was going to go. I thought he was coming to LA for Westbrook. That's where I thought the deal was going to be because we were engaged in trade talks for him.
I can see why you would want out though. But, where would be
What's so funny about that?
It's very realistic.
Awesome.
Well, we were just linked in trade talks. That's all I was saying.
And then the KD trade, like we said, we all woke up to that one this morning. That was pretty nuts. Donovan Mitchell, he tweeted about it. It was like, what did I just wake up to? That was pretty nuts. But
It's all John Morant's fault.
I can. One place I could see Levine going is the Nuggets.
How's it John's fault?
How?
Jamal Murray. I don't know, Zeke Naji.
Who'd you say?
Second.
His second favorite team, the Nuggets.
Who? What player?
He says he's a Timberwolves fan, but it's Mavs.
Why would the Nuggets trade for anybody? They're the number 1 team in the West.
Yeah, why would they switch it up?
That's true. I could also see him going to like the Hornets or something.
Why? What were the details of the KD trade? There's 2 first, right?
4.
4. Oh wow.
4. Mikal Bridges,
Johnson.
Cam Johnson, Jay
They
Crowder.
just got 5 seconds.
Yeah, and then they
Jay
just
Crowder.
flipped Jay Crowder.
Well, I saw this thing
I mean, the
on
Nets are they're getting a lot of. They got
Saw
a lot
that-
of stuff back. They got so between Kyrie and him, they got 5 first. And
5 first, and then Jay Crowder gave him 5 seconds,
I
which
think-
is insane. That Milwaukee paid 5 second-round picks for him.
I think that's I think
the second round. Too.
But Milwaukee's in win now mode.
Yeah, you're not exactly.
I think what Brooklyn did was the smartest thing they could possibly did because they're in such a better position than they were 5 years ago when they had nothing, but they got so much for KD and Kyrie.
Well, I saw something that was like, what was a bigger disappointment? It was like Paul Pierce, KG, and all them were the Nets. It's like, obviously the Nets were much better players than those guys. And they had Durant, Harden, and KD.
I don't think the Durant Harden KD was a disappointment just because they got something for him.
Oh, I said Durant, Harden, KD.
I mean, the Nets have a really good roster, actually, all around.
Okay.
They're heading in the right direction.
Yeah, okay, so
Got something instead of losing.
So the Dubs and the Pistons are talking about swapping Sadiq Bey for James Wiseman.
Ooh,
Why would they do that, though?
Well, Wiseman, why would who do what?
Why would the Pistons do that?
I don't know. They have a young big and
I would say they're rebuilding. Sadiq Bey doesn't have
well,
a ceiling.
obviously
I
they're
understand that.
rebuilding. You know what I mean?
Like, I know Sadiq Bey isn't gonna be a superstar, but he's always one of those smooth scorers that you
he's a
want.
good rotation guy.
Yeah, dream deep lane.
Yeah.
Any other big trades?
I'm looking. I have my.
Jakob Pearl got traded.
Yeah, I saw that to the Blazers, right?
I mean, we're tanking for Wemby, so. But I think we could.
Mr.
I think
Mid.
we could have got Precious Achiuwa or something better than Kent Birch. He doesn't play. I was like, well, we got a first, so
I think they play Kemba. He's not-
we got a first for him. So let's see. And then Josh Hart.
Yep.
I agree with Dallas. I don't know why they did that. I mean, he's playing good this year.
Well, that and the Knicks just overpaid for him. It was like Reddish, a first-round pick.
I don't think that's no Reddish isn't great. And I think the Blazers are slowly starting to move into a rebuild. It's just I think they're trying to maximize Dame's potential.
Well, if they're wanting to rebuild, then why keep Dame? That's my thing. It's stupid. You're gonna win 35 to 40 games every year.
If Dame is 25, maybe then I totally get it. But what is he, 32?
Yeah.
He's old.
I can see
He's too old to rebuild.
I can see the Blazers dumping another player the next few hours, like Nurkic. I can see them.
Yeah.
I just don't know why they wouldn't trade Dame because the team could offer him New York or something like that. Could
KD
give
level
him.
trade or more.
I can maybe see Nurkic running the Warriors for Wiseman. I think it's a possibility.
That'd be interesting.
It's like be a fleece for the Warriors to get rid of Wiseman. I don't think Wiseman's that good.
He's not good, but he still has potential. Though.
I think they'd have to give her something else.
Well, I think they've got to the point where they'd rather have community.
I think there's a team that should go out there and try to lead as a package for a good player. They could probably trade those two.
What do you guys think about the Westbrook trade?
I think it's good for every team. 'Cause I know from what you heard, D'Lo has some issues
With the team,
that, and that you got
in the locker room.
and then you got Mike Conley, which he's still a good player. And then,
As a Timberwolves fan, I think we should have got a bit more for D'Lo, but I get his expiring contract, and still got Mike Conley in a few seconds. But I think we could have got more because I think he was the big piece in that trade, and only getting a few seconds in 34-year-old Mike Conley, I think they could have got a little bit more.
As a Lakers fan, I was happy. I didn't think that was where Westbrook was going to go. I didn't think we were going to trade Westbrook, to be honest with you. But, hats off to him. But I was pretty happy. We got 2 more depth players in Vanderbilt and Malik Beasley. And we also obviously got D'Angelo Russell, who can space the floor better than Russell Westbrook. Not saying he's a phenomenal shooter, but he'll definitely help.
and obviously it's not over. Something crazy could still happen, like we said. We could be sitting here.
I think I could see, this is like my hot take, I don't think, I could see Anthony Davis getting traded in this little,
so.
just because of the way he, you know what I
It would
mean,
be
his
pretty
attitude.
gnarly if we were sitting here and like LeBron got or AD got traded. I want LeBron to get traded like mid podcast. That would be so crazy.
I think the Lakers got to steal the deal, though, getting
Well, I think we're
They
trying
did.
to I think we're trying to construct our team like it was in 2020. I talked to you about this. He had texted me last night, and we were talking about it. We want to construct our team how it was in 2020. Just LeBron, AD, and then like a guy like Kyle Kuzma. So like Rui Hachimura is like Kuzma again, and then just a bunch of role players who are good defenders.
Yeah.
Rui Hachimura.
You got spacing with Malik Beasley.
Yeah, exactly. And we need that spacing and shooting that we had in that 2020 team.
Every
so.
team needs a Vando.
You got D-Lo for that team.
Hey, you guys could run a lineup like LeBron at point, then like Reeves, Malik Beasley, Vanderbilt, and Davis.
And then have D'Lo come and run the second unit.
Yeah, I think he'll start.
Yeah, he'll start with.
He'll play a 2 guard offset of LeBron.
Yeah.
Put Reeves at the 3, Davis at the 4. I was shocked we traded Thomas Bryant.
I'm hoping Pat Bev gets moved in the next draft.
I want it. I like Pat Bev.
So he's struggling on the Lakers. I don't think he's able to do what he wants. Part of that might be because he's washed, but
I bet you weren't saying he was washed last year and he's on the
he
Timberwolves.
wasn't washed last
He
year.
was so good.
Good job.
So
Let's see
biased.
what-
No, I like Pat
I
Bev.
love the clip of Pat Bev after they beat the Clippers in the playoffs.
Huh.
To just get smacked by the Grizzlies.
But,
The West is going to be a bloodbath.
yeah, I bet the Celtics and Sixers are praising the Nets GM right now.
Well, I mean, the Sixers sweeped them last year and they're damn near the same team.
Yeah. But like we said, like anything can happen because we still got 3 hours left for something for LeBron to get traded.
Do we think that there's going to be one more like big move like a KD Kyrie?
Not that big.
I feel another superstar.
I do too. I
think Ja's gonna get traded.
I think the biggest name that's going to get moved, or that could get moved,
It's just-
is OG.
I think Levine could get moved. Oh, I think Levine's a bigger name than OG is.
But I don't know where
traded
Levine would go.
if they really want to go full rebuild mode.
I don't know why they wouldn't. To be quite frank with you, why wouldn't the Blazers trade Damian Lillard?
Right.
You just traded a quality piece in Josh Hart, and then they're like, "Oh, we don't want to." If they're in win now mode, then why are you trading away Josh Hart for an unproven Cam Reddish?
Yeah.
I think the reason Levine won't get traded, though, is because if you trade him, you got to trade everybody. And I think that's an off-season project for them.
I could see DeRozan getting traded, but I don't know if they had said that he's off the block or not.
I do agree with that. I think that's more of an off-season thing.
Because
The
there's,
Bulls.
there's so many pieces that you have to move, because you can't just trade Levine and expect DeMar to be happy with like tanking. Because
They're not in a spot to make the playoffs, are they?
No, they're like the 12 seed. They're not, I don't think they're even
But
going
then
to
again,
play.
they have the talent to give a team a run for their money if Lonzo comes back and he's healthy.
Forget about that. I remember.
He's like nowhere near close to what I've heard.
I know they had speculated a trade of like before Westbrook got traded, Westbrook to the Bulls for Lonzo, and I was like, well, Lonzo hasn't. I couldn't tell you the last time Lonzo played. You know what I mean? I think Lonzo's a stud. Because I was talking to my dad, a subscriber of the show, shout out to him, but of getting like Caruso and Lonzo, and then I don't know, something back for Westbrook, and then like a first.
They should get back Kuzma. He's been balling.
I was watching that Thunder game, obviously, after Braun broke the scoring record, and I think Hachimura is a stud, dude. You know what I mean? What?
I'm not a fan.
You don't like Rui Hachimura?
No.
You just don't like the Lakers in general, so I mean, you
think
can't.
his play style is
It's not.
I just don't like. I
it's
never
not
thought he was
Jordan,
good.
doesn't like him.
I think he's
like
just.
him.
I just like his game because he can actually provide spacing and scoring on the floor too. You know what I mean? I don't know how he is as a defender because everybody's on the defense for the Lakers sucks.
He's not great.
So-
He was never good for the Lakers, for the Wizards, man.
Dude.
But
He was
getting
good.
Vando helped a lot on defense.
No, I thought you just meant
Oh,
like Rui
no,
Hachimura
really?
wasn't a good player.
He just kind of stagnated, but hopefully the Lakers could help his development.
Part of that might be because the Wizards suck at development.
That's true. Like Rui kind of just like hit like a flat line.
The
Same like Denny Avia. Like
Wizards haven't had a good draft pick since Brad Beal.
Blazers trade for Matisse Thybulle.
What'd you get there?
Well, obviously on my phone.
Source.
Bleacher Report.
where? Where'd you get?
Keep to the high school office, please.
The King got traded. Everybody, as you see.
Why? Why?
But
probably
like,
gave up a
like we
six.
said, we're in the middle of towards the end of the trade deadline right now. But we'll move on. We got the Super Bowl this weekend.
Yep.
And then we'll do a little bit of off-season, a look ahead, and see, because it's going to be a very interesting off-season. There's a lot of quarterbacks on the move like there was for the past two off-seasons. But now let's start with you. What's your score prediction? Because we made a prediction last week, but a week later, I even feel different. I think I had the Chiefs last week. That Eagles defense is really making me think.
I'm thinking 27. I'm thinking 27-23 Chiefs.
I saw
27-24.
See, it's really tough. I saw one of the guys I was talking to. He said that the script that he saw was Eagles winning OT 34-30 or 37-34.
I had that score prediction with
I think I'm gonna roll
Kansas
with
City
that.
winning.
I think I'm gonna roll with that 37-34 or 37-34 Eagles winning OT. It's really so tough to pick, and I just think it's going to come down to how dominant that Eagles defense is. Because if you get Hassan Reddick on Orlando Brown, it could be another Super Bowl. Like when
Shaq Barrett, yeah.
Last time they won it when Nick Bosa just was killing them, but I think they actually get called for holding this time. So
Carter.
I'm going to take the Eagles by 3.
Well, I literally said that prediction last week,
Oh, yeah. Sorry for stealing.
and I'm gonna stick with it too. I think the Eagles are the edge around.
Yeah, because I think I picked 31.
Well, you picked the Chiefs to win, right?
Yeah,
So I picked the Eagles win. Same score though.
I picked the Chiefs.
Obviously, a little same score, but
Yeah.
I think I said 31. I can see
just-
that being a little high.
It's gonna be a crazy.
I
game.
think I'm gonna agree with Tim, but I'm flipping it. I think the Chiefs win.
In OT.
My script says that the Chiefs win in OT, and this is Mahomes' legacy game, and this is gonna be Mahomes' case for the GOAT. Not that he's close, but building up the layers for him, because he's gonna win MVP, and then he's gonna win another Super
I
Bowl
get what you're
MVP.
saying. This will be one of those Super Bowls that if they win it, it'll be like, look what he did,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing.
But I feel like I can't get mad at anyone who wins.
No, this is one
If
of
it's a good game, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I mean-
unless it's Chiefs win by 14, and it was the refs were obviously on their side. The Eagles defense is getting held every play, kind of like the last time the Chiefs won, but worse. If it's something like that, maybe I'd be upset. But
I think it'll be a
I'm not
good
one to
game.
blame refs,
I think it's
so
gonna be a good game.
I'm hoping for a really good
Who's your dark horse Super Bowl MVP?
Hassan Reddick,
Devontae Smith.
Miles Sanders.
Devontae Smith.
Yeah, that's a big one.
I'm gonna say MVS.
Yep.
Oh,
MVS.
another Bleacher Report thing.
Oh.
Oh, never mind. I don't care about your podcast. Ours is better.
But looking ahead to, we got the combine here in a week or two.
It's already that soon.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
combine's usually a week after.
Levis.
So we've got a few quarterbacks, that kind of thing. The Bears sit with the number 1 overall pick. There's been a lot of teams rumored to try and trade up for that. I'll go ahead and start. Tennessee's been rumored to get the number 1 pick.
Who would you trade? You think? Or what would you trade?
I think for me it would be
One of your star players, do you think?
my ideal trade would be Lawan and Robert Woods and 2 firsts and a second. So
Jeez.
give them
An
some
offensive
player.
lineman.
Yeah, an offensive lineman,
A veteran
receiver, and then some picks.
That's actually a good.
Would you be upset if they traded Henry for?
I don't. No way they trade him.
I don't think so.
You basically
You kinda don't.
Okay, if you're committing to a full rebuild, give us the number 1 pick. But if for Henry, I wouldn't want it. If they did it straight up first overall pick for Henry, I would.
I feel like you just don't do that.
I think part of the
doesn't
reason
happen.
for getting the first overall pick is so they can get a quarterback for him.
Right, and exactly.
What about KB? Do you think they would?
I would cry. KB honestly might be my favorite player.
I
How
don't.
old is
The,
he, though?
the one dude I do not think is going to get traded is Jeff Simmons. I think he's untradeable.
Yeah.
So
He is.
he's
He's a
this
stud.
coming year he's on his last. So this coming offseason, the next 2 off seasons. So this is the last year of Jeff's deal and Henry's deal. So Henry's they're both on contract years. So our new GM, he's we're Jeff Simmons will be extended by the end of this offseason.
Oh, for sure.
And we'll see. I'm assuming they would extend Henry at least 2 years.
Do you think you guys are going to try and trade for Devontae Adams? Or not? I mean,
Derek Carr.
no. DeAndre Hopkins.
Ooh.
Sorry.
I think
It's a 3-team trade. That's interesting.
What?
The
Thibault?
Thibault. So the Sixers get Jalen McDaniels.
Who? Jalen?
Jaden?
Jalen.
Jalen.
Oh, you said Jaden.
Yes, I forgot their brother. And the Hornets just get second round picks. I think the Sixers. I think that's a
What are the Trailblazers get?
no. Not, oh,
Tybalt?
Blazers got Thibault.
Just Tybalt?
Sixers got Jalen McDaniels, and the Hornets got second round picks.
Okay.
McDaniels is better than Thibault, right? There's a close.
Thibault's a good
I would say
defender,
about the
though, right?
same.
I remember
So-
Thibault's. You guys remember during the bubble, Thibault made those YouTube videos. That's the only reason I know who he is because he made those cool YouTube videos about them in the bubble.
They're like the same. I think McDaniels is a little better on offense, though. Like a better athlete.
Yeah.
He might fit better on the Sixers.
Just Tybalt with good defense.
But
I think the
I feel like that's
Blazers
kind of
have
like a.
scoring.
It's like a. I don't know why that's a trade to me. Like I don't know. It's kind of
It's just like a filler trade. Like
Right.
the Hornets are probably just trying to get off of some cap.
And I'm sure the Sixers are just trying
Okay,
to.
take each of us have to say one bold move that will happen before the trade deadline's over. D, you start. It doesn't like have to. You can be semi-realistic, like you know what I mean, bold predictions.
Don't be like.
Bold prediction.
Don't be like Luka Doncic to the Wolves for Rudy Gobert.
On
Um.
I gotta think.
Okay. Zach LaVine to the Kings for Davion Mitchell in the first and 2 seconds.
Okay.
OG to the Grizzlies for Dylan Brooks and 2 first.
I'll say that no one wants Dylan Brooks right now, man.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah,
I came to
exactly.
first.
He's an idiot, and he's a chucker, and
He is a chucker.
he's one of the
I've
worst
seen-
shooters I've ever seen. This guy on TikTok hates him so much.
I know who you're talking about.
He's funny,
I remember,
though.
like, freshman year, me and you, like, loved him.
I did because he played good in the playoffs, like,
he looked really good, and he was making some tough shots, and I've always liked him.
but he's just like is.
Did the attitude, and
You guys have to trade maybe. I'm trying to think.
I don't know. I feel like we need another piece if we really want to contend.
Who's your starter? You got Jot, Bane. Is Brooks your small forward?
Yeah.
Is Jaren the power forward?
Yeah.
Then Steven Adams center.
Center. Hey,
You guys can need some depth though. I think you guys need like better bench players, honestly.
Our bench is typically pretty good.
It is, but
So we've got some guys. It's just, I think, I don't know. There's just like one more guy.
Okay, mine is a little wild. Okay, obviously it's gonna be favored towards my team.
No. You just,
I'm gonna say the Lakers.
Luka to the Lakers for 1 second round pick.
Okay, so I'm gonna say AD to the Pacers for Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, and 3 first-round picks.
Man, AD and Halliburton together, that'd be
I know.
awesome.
I think that'd be cool
That'd
to
be
watch.
cool. And they already have Matherin.
Yeah. There's something to build around. If you could have one trade for your team.
I don't know.
Does it have to be fairly realistic?
Yes.
realistic.
Yeah, my trade
That's
that I said.
that's not unrealistic though, but I don't think the Lakers would want to get rid of AD.
No, but then we'd have to get that and try to move it again. You know what I mean? That's an off-season move.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Probably like. Probably like Fred Van Vliet for maybe Nas Reed and Jalen Noel and
You don't want to dump
First.
off.
I forgot about Freddie.
Yeah, he's tough though. I mean,
Well, they want to trade him. I just haven't heard anything about Fred
No.
Van Vliet.
If we
I
could,
think they
if we
like
could-
him though.
If we could dump Gobert, like get that salary for the offseason, because there's got to be somebody better Eagles on it. Because the problem is we committed so much to him that you can't just dump him.
I would say for the Lakers,
If you could get something for him.
as much as because I don't know if they would. I would think that the Brooklyn would be willing to trade Ben Simmons, but I don't think we need like less shooting on the floor. I would like us to get Ben Simmons to like come out and defend and whatnot, but he's such a liability on the offensive end.
He doesn't even know how to attack the basket.
If we could trade Rudy for Ben Simmons, I would do that. But that would never happen.
I think anybody would do that. I was to say.
Oh.
What about like? I guess maybe a blockbuster move. I don't know if the Sixers would ever do this, but AD for Harden and like I don't know how you'd work that out, but imagine that front court, AD and Embiid, two dudes who can't stay on the floor,
Mid-range demons.
the injury kings.
I don't know about Zach LaVine though. I don't know.
I just don't. I could see him going to a smaller market team for a lot.
I want to see him go somewhere, but it's just so hard to find.
I think it'll be an off-season thing. They'll like
Yeah.
blow it up.
Okay. Hear about this. What about What about Middleton for Levine? With like some, added incentives, obviously.
I don't think the
but-
Bucks are gonna do that. I don't know.
No, I know because the Bucks are in one now, but that'd be pretty cool.
Well, it would be cool.
Maybe.
Yikes.
Hmm.
Investigation has found that Denver Broncos quarterback Russell Wilson's foundation spent just 24.3 cents of every dollar on charitable activities out of their donations. So he's keeping 75% of every dollar that is donated.
God,
Goat.
Russell Wilson's such a good guy.
Yeah, okay, so I just want to... Oh, the Lakers... So they traded Thomas Bryant to the Nuggets.
That's another interesting point. How do you guys feel about the Broncos coaching situation?
Or Sean Payton?
Yeah, bringing Sean Payton over.
So isn't... He said that there's no position coaches? Is that what he had said?
So Russell Wilson has his own, it's called the 3 team, and it's his own. He's got his own quarterback coach and his own like player coach,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a therapist that is with him and that was with him in the facilities last year.
Mm-hmm.
And Sean Payton was like, yeah, that's not happening. I'm not going to have outside coaches that he's paying in my because if whatever. So you get into the situation like, oh, Russell Wilson has a concussion, and then the team doctors are like, it's 2 weeks later or whatever, and the team doctors are like, Russ, you're good to go, and then his doctors are like, no. And then you've got coaches, team doctors, team coaches butting heads.
It's interesting.
Dumb stuff. Like, there's no way. I don't know how that was ever a thing in coaching. Like, I don't know how ever an outside coaching staff was in with an NFL team. I don't know how that ever happened.
I'm just trying to refresh my thing, see if Woj has tweeted out anything. Nothing since the McDaniels trade.
That's funny. People are talking about you, Darvish, recently because they don't care about the NBA trade deadline.
So we got 3 second-round picks for.
Thomas Bryant.
Yeah. I mean, he's better. Thomas Bryant is better than Jay Crowder. Give us five second-round picks.
I don't know.
I don't know about that. I think Jay Crowder gives more to the
He's like 80 years old.
Bucks. Yeah, but Jay Crowder has made the finals in the last
2 years.
Yeah, he's in.
Just the Heat and the Suns.
Lakers are pretty sure.
He never
Maybe it's
played
the
for the
playoffs.
Lakers.
Maybe it's the playoffs. He made the playoffs in like the distribution or something like that. I don't know. Pat Bev's got a backpack with the Lakers. He's never missed the playoffs in the years he's played.
He's never missed the playoffs ever.
Since he's played, since he started or something like this. It's like 9 years in a row or something.
I just don't know about the Suns because KD's not back yet. Or is he?
Yeah, that's going to take a bit.
And Booker's just now getting back, so I guess that could take a while for it to set in, and it could be too late for them. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
think so.
Where are they?
They're in the playoff race.
Yeah, they're like the 7th seed or 6th
Something like
seed
that,
right
yeah.
now. But it's probably
Yeah,
just
but the
gonna be-
West is so close, dude. It's
probably
like
just gonna be
4 games.
The Harden situation when he went to Brooklyn, they're just not going to have a lot of time to figure it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be an interesting fit between 80,000-year-old dinosaur Chris Paul and Devin Booker.
So
and-
bad.
I think
State Farm Cliff.
I think it's a bit different though because you have.
Hey, he's a dinosaur, but he's
I think the
injured,
problem
so it's okay.
with that Nets team is the personalities. I think Harden and Kyrie clash on the court, and then I think KD was fine with it. He's just a hooper. He goes out there and plays basketball.
It's just like you, right?
That's what
That's what's the
Once in a lifetime talent. Right here.
Trent Jokic.
one of a kind.
Trenton Jokic. He's Trenton Shaq.
I think the way Chris Paul plays,
Big Baby Davis.
I think the way Chris Paul plays, I think he can coexist or make it coexist with KD and Booker.
I think the nice thing is Paul doesn't have to score at all anymore.
Exactly.
He
I
wasn't
know.
scoring anyway.
All he has to do is just facilitate
Yes.
and play make.
Basically.
And I think that's all he has left at this point. Oh,
He
Bleacher
can't-
Report, I swear to God, if this is an ad, I'm going to throw my phone.
Right.
Trade details.
Well,
I think the biggest question is Ayton. What are they going to do with him?
keep him.
But yeah, you have to.
Do you think you could trade Ayton for Miles Turner?
It's kind of like a
No,
it's like this,
You'd have to throw a lot of capital.
no. The Pacers just extended him. They wouldn't do that.
yeah. But
I think obviously it would help the Suns tremendously. I think Turner's better than Ayton. I don't like Ayton. I'd never.
Aiden's pretty good.
I think Ayton fits the Suns a bit better than Turner.
Is Ayton a good defender?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he wasn't a good defender. That's why.
He's pretty good.
Turner's a bit better.
Because Turner's just more can space the floor a bit more. But they have plenty of space with Booker and Durant.
I saw George, and I thought it was Paul George. It was George Hill.
Paul George to the Lakers?
Pacers are getting George Hill.
But yeah, like we said, it's another 3 hours.
We could we could end the podcast and 10 minutes later, like
LeBron.
yeah, like something
2 hours.
stupid like that.
You guys will know everything by the time this is out, but we'll keep our eye on it.
We'll keep you
If
guys.
something crazy happens, we might make a TikTok.
Yeah, we'll make a TikTok for our initial reactions.
But keep your eye out. We'll see what happens. Good luck
Super
to
Bowl
both
Sunday?
teams.
Oh wait, Bones Highland is going to the Timberwolves.
For who?
Who?
No, it's not.
Jalen Noel.
Wait,
and the
wait,
second.
who
Bones Highland.
cares? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh! All right, though. But everybody have a good Super Bowl Sunday.
Stay safe. Bomb.